Previously on the podcast, we have interviewed 5 of the top competitors from the Cash Game World Championship across 3 episodes. Now, the players are giving us an exclusive breakdown of some of the craziest hands that they have played during the challenge. In this video, we will cover 5 crucial hands of the mid-stakes world champ, Nikita, aka WWSF45. Across these hands, he shows his ability to find unintuitively thin value bets, explains the thought process behind his unique flop 3 betting strategy versus raises, which left many players, including me, very confused, and delivers a theoretical masterclass of dunk betting in 4-bet pots. My personal favorite. Let's go. All right, first hand, we are in the big blind. And we decided to squeeze. So far.
Yeah, I decided to squeeze because this Paris D guy was very loose pre-flop. I think he opened like more than 50% from cutoff or something like this.
This is in the ante game, so he was definitely taking advantage of the ante.
Yeah. And I think he played only on ante week.
All right, so he does decide to make the call, and a button comes along as well. So 3-way, very interesting flop. Almost have a straight flush, but not that great.
I guess both of their ranges are quite pocket pair heavy and suited stuff as well, of course. So I decided to c-bet this board and go from there.
Yeah, I like it. I think we have more like you said, like ace-jack off with a spade, ace-queen off with a spade, ace-king off with a spade, obviously pocket aces. We obviously have all the sets that they're unlikely to have, so probably a good board for us. Initial raiser gets out of the way. Button calls. Okay, what do you make of his range?
Pocket pairs, few suited connectors, few suited ace s6, and yeah, some queen jack, jack 10, king jack. But I think most of these combos would 3-bet the guy on cutoff. So I think it's more kind of pocket pairs heavy.
Well, what do you actually think you should do here with, let's say you're in the button shoes, you face this quarter c-bet, and you have jack 10, or let's say you have a low pocket with a spade. You think it's like standard calls, or?
Yeah, on this board it's like with jack 10 he doesn't have many of the implied odds, and I probably wouldn't, but no, I actually would like c-bet some missed like combos like ace 5 suited, I think. So yeah, he definitely can float on street.
Yeah, and kind of see what he does have the position, right? With the intention maybe to bluff. I don't think, just drawing to hit your outs is a great idea. Okay, turn we have a flush. So
yeah, so I decided on this card that he has all of his pairs with spade, and he would probably bet them on the turn and check the river. So in my head, I just plan to check raise this combo because I think I saw far ahead, and at this point I had quite an image that I'm capable to run something crazy here, so I thought that I will be called very lightly in this spot by this guy in particular.
Yeah, this is something that we talked about right in the podcast, that part of your strategy was kind of, the advertisement strategy, advertise like some crazy stuff and cash in later. He does indeed go ahead and make the stab. You indeed go for the check raise for value.
Yeah, and he also could level himself up because like in his mind I probably would either bet a strong hand or I would check call it. So also it's a good idea to do check raise here with sets. It's quite a GTO play on this run out.
Kind of like a mergey type of play then, I guess, or no? Actually, it's just the bluff.
Yeah, it's a bluff with a chance to improve. Solver likes to check raise sets on for flush, and and he turns them into bluff on the river or hit and cooler the other guy.
Yeah, I guess it's specifically queens. I guess there's some sprinkle maybe of ace queen off in the buttons range. Like one hand that I can maybe think of. So that would actually be quite nice. He does decide to make the call. River's the 10.
I just stick to my plan
and jam for value.
Yeah, and jump for value. Maybe he he can expect me to bluff king, as I said, sets, but also king, queen, king, jack. It's the same type of hand, and it's quite easy to overbluff actually here with those type of hands.
Yes, I agree. Once you kind of recognize the spot and be like, hey, if you have two pair, it's a good bluff. And then if you bluff all your two pairs in sets, yeah, then it's indeed a pretty okay spot to bluff. If you did go fancy with, let's say, just ace king, you do not have a straight. But I don't think that really matters. Would now people then bluff with an ace?
No,
it's pretty funky.
No, it's kind of too random, I think.
I guess the 10 of spades doesn't really have anything with the 10 of spades. I guess only like 10-8 maybe or 10-9. So no, 10-9 is not even possible. So it's either a royal flush with the 10. Now I guess we're not really afraid of a 10 high flush, right? Maybe only 10-8. 10-8 of spades, pocket 10s probably gets it in pre-flop or 3-bets pre-flop. So maybe only the ace-x we're actually worried about. Only the ace-high flush.
Yeah. I just think I have enough equity to shove this amount in the spot. Especially given he definitely has all the pocket pairs in this line, so not definitely, but I was assuming it.
So we do go ahead and make the jam. Vinny makes the call, and he shows up with the pocket fours with a spade. Which, like I said, I find an interesting hand on the flop already in terms of, okay, so now he kind of, this is kind of one of the best turns, right? He improved. I guess this hand, if theory calls, I'm not really sure. I would imagine, right, that you're going to fold like eights with a spade maybe and then call your fours, something along those lines, but purely as like a bluff. I think stacking up, it feels a bit later. It feels a bit light. But like you said, he probably saw you do something crazy, right? So this is a great example, I think, of advertisement paying off in the future.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's easy to overbluff this line if you have it in your arsenal.
Well played. I think it's a good example of, like I said, how you manage to get more value during the challenge. Another squeeze spot actually. We squeeze this time pocket 10s, filling calls again in the ante game.
It's two good regulars.
You did well in the ante games.
I won all my money in the ante games.
Okay, nice.
Ante
specialist.
Almost a break even in normal weeks.
So this time it's just the two of us. You said two good regulars. Okay. Started with a c-bet.
Yeah, I guess so. It's pretty standard to go with a c-bet on this board.
Filling calls. Now I guess is where the first real decision comes in.
Yeah, I think again in this hand the MP has all the pocket pairs. It's quite tempting to call them versus a squeeze with antes. How large is the squeeze? It was, I think, 14 big blinds.
So 14. So
14 big blinds.
14.
It's whatever. I think he can fold, he can call. But most of the pairs he calls is sixes, eights through tens. It's less deuces, less fives, I guess. But it's whatever. The turn I decided to go with. I use this size quite a lot. It's a merge size, and it leaves in position range very wide. He basically can continue almost everything he continued on the flop except but missed diamonds.
Okay, so yeah, you basically like you said, so you kind of range him very pocket pair heavy and you just see a lot of value, so you decided to use your tens as like another another value bet versus, like you said, the 6s, 8, 9s. I guess it's also easy for you to have bluffs, right? You can just have king, queen offsuit, for example, just to name a hand.
Yeah, he also doesn't have offsuit jacks, and he might fold preflop some jack 10. I blocked jack 10, but queen jack.
Yeah, so basically only ace jack, king jack that we're sort of worried about. Pocket sevens.
He also should call a preflop king, queens, kings, aces, but what I noticed, people didn't do this that much in those games. I think they just got used to that for betting strategy with those hands. Or maybe they too scared to call queens, prayer, or kings. It was quite during the whole challenge. It was a dynamic of people were three-betting a lot and they received more 4-bets. So I kind of deduct the
Some
top
kings
of
and
the
aces,
range.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so river is a queen.
Yeah, and we have half a stack behind, so, and it's a nice card for me to bluff, so I decided that with tens, it's like I don't really want to check call it because he will check back all his showdown value, but I beat quite a large portion of that range, and also I think this guy could overcall me in particular. I think he saw some showdowns.
All right, so
For me, it's easy to overbluff on this spot as well.
I mean, the queen, for example, I said on the turn, like, you can just take like a king, queen or something. Obviously, the queen does improve you. I guess then now the main bluff is like ace, king, or maybe some ace 4 suited, or maybe you turned like a 5 4 suited or something in the bluff, something along those lines.
With this spare, you can overbluff ace king. Yeah, if you blast all of them.
Especially for half pot. So yeah, actually another sort of, maybe the nines was actually not necessarily thin, but this is definitely a thinner value bet where you expect to get paid off light. Villain did indeed go ahead and make the call. He had ace king. What do you make of his call? If we think basically, right, it's easy with the ace king. I guess it blocks some ace queen spades, blocks king queen spades, but on that I guess aces and kings. But it also blocks ace king, right? Which is your main bluff.
Yeah, but his suits are nice. I think it's a nice bluff catcher.
You give up because you give up the spades yourself, so you don't actually really block the bluffs.
Yeah, I might give them up, and he blocks value and kind of unblocks bluffs with like 8, 9, 9, 10 type of stuff. So it's okay. But he tanked, I remember, for quite a bit. I think it was last second's call.
Yeah, I think definitely the suits here, like you said, they definitely matter. Like you're probably not bluffing spades, right? So if you have ace king, the one that you're following through on the river, or the ones with hearts, clubs, diamonds, not the ones with spades. So yeah, like you said, he's not blocking any bluffs.
I think his combo is the best bluff catcher in the spot. It's much better than a pair, I think.
Yeah, then like pocket eights, pocket nines, right? Especially if you said that your bluffs can come from 8-9 suited, maybe like some 10-8 suited, 10-9 suited, stuff like that. Next hand, we have 10-8 suited on the button. Big blind defense, flop a gutter. Start with a c-bet. What was kind of your strategy? I don't think there was antes involved. No antes involved.
It's no ante. I usually like to c-bet these boards for 40% with whatever frequencies.
With whatever frequency you feel like in the moment. When the antes kicked in, did it change for you anything? Would you for example c-bet more, c-bet less?
Much more. I think I was first week I was c-betting close to 100 versus many guys in many spots because you just printing that way.
Face a check raise, and normally I guess we would call, but you actually come over the top, which is something actually we discussed the hand earlier with Kickham, where there was actually a clicking war going on between you guys, and I actually played quite a lot of hands with you as well, where I saw this play. So when I saw this hand, I had to ask. Let's get in the mind of Nikita here. You were definitely the player I think that clicked back the most in the pool.
Yeah, I like to do this because you enter with this kind of play, you enter the zone where you both have to figure out. You basically can hand read hand read each other better, but with position, I think I have a better ability to do it. And also, I think versus 3 bets, many people over fast play their strong value. That's what I'm noticing. So when they call, I kind of can range them a little bit better, I think. It's also it's general matter, I think, in the championship that people tend to fast play their value more than they should, in my opinion.
Okay, and the way you take advantage of that later on is, I guess, with being aggressive
Um,
and catching maybe more because they're more weighted to bluffs.
Yeah, catching and being aggressive myself. Also, this combo is very nice to 3-bet with because it's unblocks his check raise bluffs with backdoor type of stuff like king 8, queen 8, like king 5 with backdoor. So this kind of hands. So I thought it's a really nice combo to have and
Yeah,
put
probably
the
from
pressure
all
on
the
the
10-8s.
backdoors.
From all
It's
the
the best one.
10-8s, this is the best one because let's say for example you have 10-8 of hearts and he now comes over the top. That will be a bit shitty, right? You assuming that you're gonna fold, you fold out more, you fold more equity. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
All the 10-8 combos is definitely the best one. So yeah, very
yeah.
nice find.
I think as other combos I would float, and this one I will just click it.
All right, so he does
100%.
make the call. So I guess now we get into kind of that ranging advantage that you talked about, right? That you kind of now are able to range him better. He checks. So what do you make of the situation now that we entered your streets?
He can continue with all his open enders. Maybe he can peel some gut shots, and from the value hands, I was opening button 2.3, so he has Jack 7, Jack 6. Jack 6 no, but Jack 7 of suit he can have. But I think at this point he would, as I said, more leaning to fast play this hand. He has all 6, 7 off, and yeah, with ace he might hit something like ace 7. Also, he check raised not too big. I think it was 50% or something. The
Yeah,
sizing,
like a
and
3x. Yeah.
and this tells me that he does it with a bunch of jacks as well. Maybe like he can do it with jack 9, jack 8 for merger protection, king jack also there, I think. And with this range in mind, I decided to throw another bet. Sizing wise, I think it's too small in retrospect because it doesn't apply pressure to his draws, open enders. But on the other hand, it's whatever, you can bluff them off later.
Like especially when he calls now twice, you range him as quite weak, and like you said, that actually doesn't matter because I'm just gonna bluff him off later anyway. That was kind of your thoughts. River 10, interesting river. I guess he makes. Let me see, 8-9. We'll call turn. I guess so, right?
Yeah,
Versus this
yeah.
size, so he should probably have like some leads here, maybe, right? 8-9, I guess, is way more likely in his range than your range. He does go ahead and check, which I kind of expect. Now we have a 10. It's good, not good.
On the river, I think I think quite a bit about the decision because 9-8 hit, but on the other hand, I thought he has a bunch of 7-6. And also, I thought that with he doesn't have flushes there because it's quite tempting to check shove 7x and 6x with a flush like a combo draw. It's
Yeah,
very
especially versus
tempting
your
to do
smaller
so.
sizing, right? Maybe he
Yeah,
reads
yeah,
it to weakness and is like, hey, fuck it, I have 6-5 of hearts. Let's just, or 6-4 of hearts. Let's just go for it. 6-8 of
yeah,
hearts.
yeah. So with this thought that he probably doesn't have flushes and I don't have, I couldn't come up with what can I have as a bluff here. So I just thought basically he is weak here, and I'm whatever.
board is a bit scary. I can have a bunch of weird stuff. Let's just go for it. You do block the 8-9 for what it's worth. So.
Yeah.
Well, he did indeed make the fold. You remember him if he took a little while, or then he probably had a decision, right?
No, no, I think it didn't took him a while. Don't remember actually.
Maybe like a king jack or something. Show the 10-8. You probably made a little note. Rufy saw me go crazy with the 10-8.
Yeah, it's nice to run such bluffs and just note them.
It either works
for the later reference.
It
either works, so you have like an investment.
Or you have some advertisement for the future. I love it. Are you grinding hard, studying solvers, reviewing hands, but still not getting those results that you know you're capable of? You're putting in the time and effort, but without clear direction, that effort does not pay off. That is why I created the Mechanics Leakbuster program, which is the exact system I use to make over 7 figures playing online poker and have since taught to hundreds of students so they could do the same. Through our Leak Finder stats and pop-ups, you will gain clarity on your biggest leaks and tendencies, insights on how your strategies have been performing in-game, and the impact variance has had on your results. But knowing your stats is only the beginning. In the program, we dig deep into the root causes behind your leaks and tendencies and use a proven 7-step system to fix them for good and gain the skills to improve and continuously evolve as a poker player. You'll study more effectively, overcome leaks and tendencies that felt impossible to break, and rebuild trust and confidence in your game, finally seeing your hard work pay off as you move up the stakes. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start improving with clarity, break through the patterns that have been holding you back, and take your game to the next level, join the Mechanics Leakbuster program using the link down below. And for the first month of enrollment only, you will get access to weekly group coaching calls with me and get a chance to win a one-on-one coaching session in which I personally review your game. So don't miss out on this limited opportunity. Join the Mechanics Leakbuster program using the link down below, and looking forward to seeing you guys in there. Okay, pocket sixes on the button. Anti-hand again, your specialty. Big blind defense, 1/3 c-bet, which I guess is you would, how would you approach this board on average?
I was opening a lot and I think I just c-bet at 25 everything, just experimented with it. But this board, I think it's whatever. Usually you go with a bigger size, but I think it's whatever. It puts a lot of pressure on his overs anyway.
So we get check raised, which I guess is gonna happen quite often. And actually, again, we get into a clicking war. So tell me.
Yeah, my combo is whatever. I think it benefits from 3-bet quite a lot. Just folding out his like it blocks quite a lot of bluffs, but with antes he has like 8-6 with 8 of clubs, like king-6 with king clubs. Same as ace-6 with ace clubs, so I'm kind of applying pressure with so, and also it's merge. He will continue some pass. I mean, like this hand can do whatever, but I think it benefits from equity denial.
Yeah, I guess he can call you with ace-4, ace-5. If he folds jack-10 with a club or something, it's perfectly fine. And like you said, I mean, if he has king-6 with the king, we can actually get some stim value as well. I guess the only quote-quote downside is that he can come over the top. But I guess we now just call, or do you see this as a downside, or are we going to click it back? What are we going to
do? Our combo doesn't suffer from his re-raise. I think you can do whatever. Shove is a nice option here. Usually people re-raise this with some type of pair plus something as a bluff, like ace deuce with ace of clubs would be nice, like ace-4, some maybe ace-5 merge kind of thing would be nice. So you can shove against those, and you don't mind, like if, for example, from in his shoes, it would be nice to do this with a combo like 7-8, I guess, which denies quite a lot equity from me. So I think it's whatever. I can call, I can push.
You do actually like to call. I mean, if you push here, then it's like mergey versus mergey, click, 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 click. Some crazy stuff going on. Actually, I don't mind the jam, especially like if he has a set, which I guess is sort of a scenario. While we have a gutter, we have set out, we have back to flush. It's not the end of the world. Turn is 7, so we pick up straight flush draw. Villain goes ahead and continue the aggression.
Yeah, so here it just plays itself.
Just call. River is the 10 of clubs. And Villain now checks, and it's up to us.
Yeah, so I tanked with this combo quite a while. And I came to the conclusion that he didn't... like, in retrospect, he has a reason to check his nuts flushes and king high flushes to expect him to blast off something like 5-6 maybe without a club, or 3 pocket 3s for 3, something like this, to turn something into a bluff. But yeah, maybe it was a timing as well. Now I don't remember how fast did he check. And also I had quite a dynamic with the guy. I thought on river that he might try to bluff catch me in this spot, because he might think that I might fast play nuts flush draws on the flop for whatever reason. Yeah, he might think that I'm kind of this pair plus open-ended heavy, and I will blast them off on this run out. So I thought maybe he will call me with all his straights, which a lot of combos, all his sets can take this line. I didn't expect 2 pairs in this line, but it can be as well.
So it's just a matter of I don't think I'm ever beat, and I've shown enough weird bullshit that I can expect to get a call.
Yeah, it took me quite a while to make this shove.
Yeah, because like it's very hard if I would put myself in his position, right? Having played against you quite a lot as well. Like I've seen some, there's sort of the walls of flop 45 random factor. Like I've seen some hands. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, if he feels like doing it on the flop, there can be anything right now, right? So I guess if you have that kind of image on you, it definitely can help you to get looked up, because normally, I guess normally a range that would c-bet flop, then 3-bet me, then call, I would say probably has something with clubs in it. So then when the clubs run out, but you indeed got called by the 5-4. So the advertisement pays up once again. What do you make of his call? Like you said, yeah, he just, given what you've showed him previously, you understand it, something along those lines?
Yeah, I expected to see hands like this, as I said, but he blocks quite a lot of bluffs. He's holding, I would say.
So better like ace-3 or something, or 3-6. Or...
Yeah. Straights is definitely better here.
Well, another good example of you capitalizing on that blue line after having invested a little bit in your image. I think this is the last hand, which is my personal favorite hand, 5-4 spades. We 3-bet. Let me see. This is non-ante. Yes, non-ante. So we 3-bet and we face a 4-bet. I guess after the 3-bet, when he 4-bets, it's always calling.
Yeah.
Nothing really else to say.
Yeah.
Ace-7-8. I was gonna say we check, but you throw out a little donkey. I can always appreciate that.
Yeah, I think sizing wise it's meh, because you would like to go bigger, 20 quarter of the pot. Yeah, I don't know why I just threw it. I think in retrospective he could read into this, and because
a little feeler bet. See where you're at.
Yeah. You can dunk bet on this textures in 4-bet spots, because you have all sevens and eights, and he usually doesn't enter all the 8-7. And
You can have
ace
ace
8.
queen off, I think, is also a pretty big factor here.
Yeah,
Probably
ace
not
queen
for
off,
small, probably
ace 8.
not for betting.
Yeah, so it's kind of
Ace
a
8
play.
suited.
You're allowed to do here quite a lot.
I like it. Do you think people would oversee bet this board? Because obviously, you know, we donk bet because we don't expect, or at least with value, right? We then donk bet because we don't expect to see bet often enough. Obviously, when you have a bluff, you can always still lead.
I don't think he will go to crazy c-betting his medium pairs here.
Right.
And it's because
I think that's especially
because small blind hits it too well.
Turn 9.
Yeah, I think from here the hand plays itself. It's kind of a very good card for me.
Yeah, it improved your 6-5, your Jack 10 if you had it, I guess. Pocket
Yeah,
9.
it's hard to find a bluffs for me, like sixes, maybe 10-9.
Yeah, I guess 7-6, something like that.
So yeah, 7-6, sixes, 10-9. Yeah, you can find, but the card is so good. I think
9,
you
10.
you can continue like the whole.
And
range
5-4
here.
also it blocks like the ace, blocks maybe an ace 4 suited that he 4-betted. So he calls again. River 3. Well, your bluffs are getting less and less, right? If you had a flush draw, I guess it now also gets there.
Yeah, it's kind of plays itself from the turn. Also, I think when I see dunk bet like 10%, it's quite tempting to fast play ace king maybe. It reduces some value combos.
So a bit similar to what you kind of mentioned in that 10-8 hand, right? Like when you made that small bet on the turn, you expect a bit more fast play, so his range a bit weaker, and we can now capitalize on back. So kind of similar here. You guess his range maybe in practice is way more weighted towards kings, queens, jacks than in theory, for example, where he might still have love ace king.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you probably bluff or like something like 9-10, pocket 10s, 9-10. I guess I could see that sometimes bluffing, maybe in theory.
Maybe
Or is it bit too high?
Sixes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sixes for sure. Like sixes and 7-6 for sure. And then I guess if you have 5-4, you're already reaching quite a lot of combos.
Yeah. Also, like with if we have ace queen, ace queen is a tricky hand to play here.
I guess ace queen probably just jams as well. Especially right if we think ace king raises flop. Yeah, I think also the alternatives are not great. I think if you have ace queen, just going for bet is quite a nice line. He does actually go ahead and make the fold. Do you feel like, especially throughout the challenge, at some point you really had a good feel like, hey, my bluffs are getting through? Like I said, every time when I go for thin value, they call me. Yeah,
actually versus this guy, I wasn't sure. I was just in the mood to play like this. I wouldn't run many bluffs in machine personally.
Yeah, this one you kind of got sucked in. Sometimes, you have a plan like, okay, don't bluff this guy, but then you get sucked into this situation. Like, how can I not bluff this?
But you have to show them something as well. And this, I think, is plus EV bluff.
All right. These were kind of the hands that I selected. I wanted to definitely thank you for coming on, sharing all your thoughts on the championship. Again, congratulations on the win. Great performance, if you ask me. Like I said, we battled quite a lot. Any final words you would like to share with our audience?
Thank you, Rene, for kind words. I think I just want to tell that I really enjoyed playing with everyone in this championship. It was such a fun event, such a fun period in my life. A lot of guys played creative and well, so props to everyone participating.
What a privilege to get an exclusive first-hand breakdown. If you want to reach his level and make these plays yourself, make sure to check out the full Cash Game World Championship series we did on the Mechanics of Poker podcast. Links in the description to parts 1, 2, and 3 down below. Subscribe now and turn notifications on so you will not miss the next video